to our session Clips Gone Viral, creating social media content from Twitch clips. And thank you all for coming. First, I have like a little question to all of you because Verena and we made some flyers to promote this session. Did any one of you came because he saw that flyer? No. Okay. So we will rethink our marketing strategy. Okay, now, and let's start it. So first, the introduction. Let's meet the panel. Verena, do you want to introduce yourself?
Hey guys, I'm Verena. I'm a German Twitch streamer, so focused on IRL streaming and a little bit also of co-working streams, but my focus is IRL streaming. And I stream since 2022, and I'm a full-time streamer since last year, I think. And that's it so far. So my content is mainly about adventures. So you will see some clips of me sitting in a boat, maybe, or walking around the city, like adventures, IRL adventures. That's all about my content that you need to know.
Yeah, perfect. So my name is Moritz. Actually, I'm background, I'm not like really full-time streamer. My background is I do video production and I have a video production company. And during COVID, I also started to doing live streams for companies. So my view, also how we started to work together, comes more from the direction from a producer. So I produce videos, I edit them. And also because I started to producing IRL live streams, I started streaming myself because I wanted to test it. And then some people watched it. And so, since 2000, the beginning of 2024, I do IRL streams mainly. But in this talk, I will talk a bit more of the perspective of the view of an editing person. So this is like a bit what I'm going to explain. So I'm like more like the editor, the advisor, or the supporter, and Verena is the one who's creating the content. And what can you guys expect from this session, or what are we going to show? So maybe as you know, all of you, it's not so easy to grow on Twitch. So we want to show you a bit how we did it, or how we tried to do it, some stuff that worked, some stuff that didn't work so well. And in the end, the goal is that you kind of see a bit how we create social media clips. And then you can say, maybe that's something I can adapt. And also in the end, we can do like a Q&A to just have like an open discussion. What works and what works not on social media.
I have a question, Moritz.
Yeah.
Why should those people add their Twitch clips on other social media platforms?
That's a really good question. It leads to the next slide. It's the challenge of growing on Twitch. Because I think most of you know, when you start streaming, it's not super easy that new people discover you. There are different ways how you can do it. Like you can collaborate, you can try different games, you can like do different stuff. And one way how you can grow a channel is to create content on other platforms. Because one of the biggest advantages that Twitch has is, or because it's a live stream, you stream like for 3 or 4 hours or 6 hours. So you already have like 6 hours of cool content. So with that, you have so much in your hands that you can reuse for other platforms. So you don't have to create new videos because you have already so much in your hand that you can use. And also what's super cool is like the clip feature on Twitch, that it makes it easier and easier for people to make the short highlights that you then can spread. So that's like the one of the reasons. Yes. So is there something I wanted to add here? Yeah, basically what something that's kind of works good nowadays is on social media, when you want to get discovered, the platforms or the type of content that gets discovered really well, short form content. So you probably heard that 1,000 times, like TikTok, Instagram Reels, YouTube Shorts. They are getting kind of shoved to the people that might like it. So that's why it's kind of a good tool to use. Yeah. So so the first thing, when you say, okay, I want to create content, short form content for social media with Twitch clips, then there's something you kind of have in mind. You have on one side people that consume your content that already know you. Um, this is your existing community, and then the second point, or maybe people that don't know you yet. So why I'm kind of bringing this topic up here now at the beginning, because for example, sometimes you have a clip that has an inside joke that only your community knows it. So then when you think, okay, I will publish it, um, yeah, then you know from the beginning, new people, they won't understand. So so this probably wouldn't like reach so many new people. So this but this is still absolutely fine to publish something, because it brings like your community together and they can kind of relive a stream that they can maybe miss. So it's also a good thing like to kind of make highlights for people in your community, because they can't watch every stream. So even if it doesn't reach so many new people, it's still super cool to have that highlights. Yeah. And if you think, okay, I want to reach new people, then you should more look for content or clips that kind of speak for itself. So there, it's more a bit, yeah, a funny moment that happens, or so, just something that people can smile that don't know yet. So when I start, okay, what are clips? So for example, you have a stream and it's over. You have cool clips, and then you always think a bit, okay, is this clip a bit more for my community or is it for new viewers? So with that, you can like think a bit, yeah, who it may appeal to. Now the next kind of question, if you wanna like make content for social media, is the question: should you do original content, or do you like that what we call content recycling, or working with Twitch clips? So in a perfect world, you have like content you make specifically for TikTok, you have content you make specifically for Instagram, you have maybe content that you make specifically for YouTube Short, you make long form YouTube videos, and you also stream. But one of the biggest challenges I think for all of us is time management, because time is a limited resource. So you have to be super careful how you spend it, and yeah, and what you put out.
Yeah, especially for us live streamers. So if we produce live streams, we are online like 15 hours per week, or if you're a full-time streamer, you have 40, 60 hours. You don't have that much time to create extra content for TikTok, but it always feels like, yeah, it's necessary. I have to, and my community wants it on other platforms, and it's also necessary for growing, but you simply don't have the time.
Yeah. So you probably also have, or maybe have heard of this 80-20 rule. So with 20% of time investment, you reach like 80% of the quality. So like my takeaway that I kind of want to give you here is not always aim for perfection, because especially with short form videos, it's kind of a thing, it's a mess. You be really regular with posting. So what I think personally, you can't make like every reel, every TikTok perfect. So you have to kind of find a balance with videos that you're still proud of online, uploading, that you think, okay, this is cool, even if it's not super perfect. Yeah. Yeah. Maybe one example is subtitles. If you want to put subtitles on there, you can spend really a lot of time on subtitles, making them perfect, or you can just use an AI tool that does it, and they're like 90% right. And even if there is a spelling mistake, then it's the question: should we like invest a bit more time to perfect it, or do you say, okay, this is not the most important tip, we just put it out? Yeah. So basically, what I want to say here in this point, as a Twitch streamer, you already have so much good content. It's not necessary that you create even more. And of course, if you want, it's a good thing. But I think
If you have another niche on other platforms, so
yeah. So now the big question, I always talked here and said, yeah, how are we getting great? You should take your clips, you should post them. But the first question is kind of how to get great clips. What would you say, when you're
not from the community. So the community has, so they put a lot of effort, or sometimes not, on clips, and but some clips are not that good. So you take it from your community. Some are good, but I think so. Some are not. You just have to filter a bit. But you take it from your community, or you clip it on your own. So if you, for example, sit at home and you have a stream deck, then you can just press a button and you can create your own clip, and you think, okay, this might be a nice clip for a story that I want to tell on TikTok, for example. And these are two ways I'm thinking about. Yeah. Some clips are not pretty super good. Sometimes you have to clip yourself a nice situation. I think everyone knows that struggle.
Yeah, you said now in the beginning, not from your community. So I see it a bit different, because I think what you can do, you can kind of like educate your community a bit.
Yeah.
You can tell them, hey, it would be really cool, helpful if you clip. You can make it even like a live game out of it. Twitch now also started that they have like this clip leaderboard. So the person who has the clip with the most views get like a special badge. So you can mention that, you can make like a challenge with the people, and you tell them, hey, it's actually really, it helps me as a creator to grow. So I think, yeah, if the people up to it, you can really ask them for help. But to be fair, when I look at like channels also from big streamers, you have usually like one or two people in the community that doing like 90% of the clips. So you have like people that are really, really into it, and
Those are the best.
they loving. Yeah. And yeah, maybe that's like the third point that I fear. Building a small team to help. If you know someone that likes to do that, you can like even talk a bit with them, like say, hey, what do you think? So that you like, that you really have like people for it that help you. Of course, there's always the possibility that you pay somebody, but also with that, you probably won't find someone that would it do for a fair price. So it's actually more like someone that clips his color. Half I would compare it to a mod. But also what I hear from people that they say, hey, mods make clips. But I also know some people that are really good moderators, but they don't like to do clips. So it doesn't have to be like the same persons. Yeah. Yeah. But this is like on this point, what I kind of want to dive in is, before you can think of like how to distribute the clips, you kind of should find a way to get clicks. Also for me, as a really small streamer, I have like 20 to 40 viewers, but that's not so small actually. But what I always do after every stream, I lay in the evening in my bed, I go through the VOD and I think, that was nice, that was nice, and then I do like 3 or 4 clips, and then I have from every stream, something.
So you go afterwards in the VOD and you play it on your own.
Yeah, that's what I do. So now comes the first thing. If you just wanna publish fast clips for social media, and I don't know if you knew that or how well known that is. Twitch itself has a built-in function that you can publish clips, I think now to Reels, to TikTok. I also don't know if it's YouTube Short already, but there's like a way that you can just kind of post directly from Twitch to other platforms. Also, you see here in the editor, you have like this vertical view that you can adjust after a clip is done. Like you as the owner of a channel, you can always do that. So if you like look for the fastest way to publish content on other platforms, you just go and look for your 2 or 3 coolest clips and you can edit them and you can post them straight away. Yeah. So kind of we also did this, I would call it maybe like strategy, posting clips straight without editing to other platforms.
Ich habe noch nie jemanden gleichzeitig gehasst und geliebt.
Bist du live?
Ja.
Was soll ich? Ich habe die Frage nicht verstanden. Du hast noch nie jemanden gleichzeitig gehasst und
Ich habe noch nie
geliebt.
jemanden gleichzeitig gehasst und geliebt.
Und was soll ich jetzt darauf antworten?
Ja, hast du mal?
Gleichzeitig gehasst und geliebt? Nö.
Hä, nicht mal so irgendwie eine Ex-Freundin gehabt, so kurz vor der Trennung oder so gleichzeitig? Hä, wie machst du das?
Entweder Hass oder Liebe.
Also das heißt, wenn Hass aufkommt, dann trennst du dich halt sofort.
Ja, eigentlich so lief es zwar noch nett bisher, aber auch bei einer Trennung kein Hass. Warum?
Das heißt immer nur getrennt, so richtig so erwachsen. So von wegen, hey, wir passen nicht mehr zusammen.
Alt
und
genug
so.
auch mittlerweile, ja.
Ja, aber auch so
ich bin,
jüngere Beziehungen,
ich bin,
14
ich
oder
bin
so.
aber auch schon seit 10 Jahren fast in der Beziehung, also
Ach so, und dann
aktuell nur Liebe.
läuft gut, ja?
Läuft gut, läuft super.
Okay.
Okay, so the clip was in German. Maybe that wasn't the smartest thing from my side, putting in a German clip. But basically, why I put this clip in here, you see it's a Q&A session at the German gaming convention, Gamescom. And at first glance, you think, okay, why is this something interesting? And I think this clip also kind of got a good reach. And what interesting it was Verena as a creator, but it was Ratun. It's other German creator that has a kind of audience, and probably the people just found it interesting. Okay, and there are 2 creators that usually don't work together. There is an interaction, and even if this not like super fancy, nothing explodes. If something that people find interesting, especially like Q&As. Q&As is like a bit of content that works really well, on social media. Also, you see this clip has a little bit of editing in it, because it was done with a tool called Streamladder. It's kind of a clipping tool for Twitch. You use it a lot. Maybe you can tell how it feels working with this.
Yeah, I use a Streamladder for 2 years, and a Streamladder is a browser tool that you can use that is connected to your Twitch account, and it has so you can put in the link to the clip and you can edit it in the browser. So you can put in the Verena button you see, the Twitch button in the corner, and the subtitles, and you can put in some fancy animations and stuff. And the cool thing on that tool is that you can upload it directly from the website. So you have a button, upload it to TikTok, upload it to Instagram, and it uploads. So you don't have to save it, go to your phone, upload it on the specific social media platforms. It's always one click I love it. It's time saving.
Yeah. And maybe something when you watch this clip, you think, okay, it was also kind of long. So it was probably close to a minute. And this is also like one of the biggest questions a lot of people ask. Doesn't have to be like short form content super short. Does it work? What is the perfect length? And my experience is right now it's not super important to have super short clips. They can also be a bit longer if something happens. Like if the clip is interesting. So you don't have to focus too much on the length of a clip. Although I think for Instagram Reels it's 90 seconds. After that, if it's longer, then it doesn't get like pushed out so much. But this changes in my head like on a weekly basis. So it's always a bit new now. But when I have like a clip, I think it shouldn't be longer than.
Yeah, I think it's all about the engagement. So is there something interesting you want to type in a message? So you have an opinion about it. Is it super funny? It's all about the engagement, not about the lace. Also cool.
Yeah, then we look the next clip.
Oh, Verena!
Ich habe mir fast die Beine gebrochen.
Komm, du schaffst das.
So here you see that the opposite. It's just a short clip that's really short. You see Verena's like skiing after some years for the first time. She kind of fell. And here is just a funny moment. Yeah, it's like the example for that. So you can have like more longer engaging stuff, or you can have like super short stuff, both in work. And that's kind of the point I'm also wanted to make with social media text. There is no, at least it's my point of view, there's no like perfect way you have to do it like that. You can like test it for yourself. Does for you work longer clips? Does it work for you better with shorter clips? So you can like experience a bit with that. With the different styles. So now that you see kind of the impact, for example, here it was after this Twitchcon. There was one live stream where Verena did those interviews, and I think here are like 8 short clips out of, maybe this was in the 1 hour live stream, and you see one clip had like 750,000 and the others like 17,000 to 10,000 views. So for like kind of a short stream, this is like a good result, I would say. And also Verena's Instagram account is not that, well, it has 15,000. Yeah, 15,000. So it's not like a million. So it's I would say it's a good size. But so what I wanted to say, like here's a really good example, like that you can like get out of one stream. A lot of clips. So now we have talked a bit like just taking clips, kind of just putting them out. We did this strategy or this approach. I don't know. Strategy sounds a bit too much. We just played around with it, like with one clip, in, I don't know, when was it, like in 23 or something, in the end of 23, where it just pushed a lot, and it was okay. Some clips they got seen, but the account also didn't really grow. So then at some point we started a bit something new, kind of the edited route, I want to call it, like the concept of a micro vlog. And the idea is that you take like multiple clicks from your stream, from YouTube, that are kind of have a connection together, that have a bit like they tell a little story. It doesn't have to be like a big produced video. You just take some clips, you download them, you put them together in an editing software, and out of that you get a little video that tells a story. This is what we did last spring, and this was kind of that what what really brought good engagement. And I think before I talk too long, like in theory, I will show you some video. Like
Oh mein Gott, ist das meine erste Malle-Experience gerade? Ich kann das jetzt schon nicht mehr. Ich habe ja jetzt schon keinen Bock mehr. Das war also wirklich, ich will wieder zurück, wo der Pool ist. Mir geht's gerade gar nicht gut. Ich werde langsam warm in dem Megapark, Leute. Es hat nur 10 Minuten, 10 schockierende Minuten gedauert und jetzt bin ich warm. Megapark und ich. Let's go, Mann. Oh mein Gott, das ist geil.
okay, so I will shortly translate what happened in this clip. That was in Mallorca at the Ballermann opening. I don't know, Mallorca is like the German travel destination #1. People love it to go there to party. And at the beginning of the clip, Verena was the first time there. And she said, oh my God, what I'm doing here, this is all crazy. And then like half an hour later, oh, so sorry. And then half an hour later, Verena was like, oh yeah, I'm loving it here. It's the best place where I've ever been. So kind of the story of the clip is, okay, first, she doesn't like it. And then after that, she was like, yeah, it's the best thing. Yeah. Do you have an idea why this clip kind of was interested for people?
I think it was I can remember some comments, and most of the comments were about their own experience on Ballermann. So that's what Moritz previously said. So many people that are not in my community can relate to that topic. So they went to Ballermann or they never went to Ballermann and they enjoyed it, or they have never been and just fine, don't like it. And many people commented about it because it was like pretty cool stories. Many people also laughed. And everyone could in any way relate to Ballermann.
Yeah, I also think this is it. Then we just look at the next clip.
Darf man Hallo sagen?
Ja, natürlich.
Hallo. Also machen wir jetzt Speeddating ganz kurz.
Ja, machen wir. Hi, ich bin Verena.
Hey, ich
Wie heißt
bin Adrian.
du? Freut mich, hi. Ja, die kennen das auch, aber
Oha.
oh mein Gott.
Was ist denn so dein Typ Mann ist eigentlich? Auf was achtest du?
Ich mag beruflich ambitioniert, ich mag charmant, ich mag, wenn jemand laut lacht, ich mag jemanden, der risikofreudig auch ist. Wie heißt du eigentlich? Ich hab den Namen schon wieder vergessen.
Ich muss sagen, Verena hat eine sehr tolle Ausstrahlung.
Oh,
Aber es liegt nicht nur an deinen Haaren, weil die halt so feurig sind, sondern auch an den Augen, die Sommersprossen und die süße Lächeln.
Stark. Das hat mich gefreut.
Das hat mich mega gefreut.
Der Typ, der ist gut. Das war doch jetzt ein klasse Typ.
Okay, so this clip was in Munich. I would just summarize it quickly. There was like in the English Garden. It's a really famous like place, and Verena was just chilling there, and then a guy approached her, and then Verena made like a joke. Yeah. Why do we like an instant speed date? And he was like really acting it a bit like, oh, now we're having a date. Yeah, I think this clip got 5 million views. Also a lot from people that weren't even in Germany. So yeah, what is your feeling wise?
Super funny. It was super funny, yeah. It was a funny situation. The white girls like around at the English Garden and a guy appears and he's kissing her hand and stuff. Also something that could everyone understand, even though they don't speak German. Yeah. How many clicks did it get the first clip?
And I think 800,000.
Almost 1 million.
Yeah. And you see, even in the first clip, I don't know if you noticed, there we didn't put subtitles because I was too lazy. I was just like, yeah, I didn't even know if you wanted to publish it because I was thinking, yeah, maybe she thinks, yeah, it's what is this shit? But then that's also something you have. Sometimes you think a clip is okay, and then it kind of goes viral.
Upload everything.
Yeah. So the next thing is also super interesting. I can tell you a bit before, and it's in Berlin, in Germany. And in Germany, people like to eat Döner kebab. and this is the Hotel Adlon. It's one of the most famous hotels in Germany, and they have the most expensive döner of Germany. And also Verena went there and had like the most expensive döner of Germany.
Servus. Wenn ich den teuersten Döner essen will, kann ich mich hier einfach hier hinsetzen?
Das wäre einmal in der Lobby.
Was ist drin?
Geradezu und dann links herum.
Dankeschön. Servus. Döner Kebab, 37 €. Den nehme ich. Er ist da und ich sitze hier. Da ist der Tisch und ich sitze hier und ich rieche den Trüffel hier. Wow. Wow. Darf ich kurze Frage stellen? Ja. Die anderen Gäste, die diesen Döner bestellen, essen die den mit Messer und Gabel oder mit der Hand? 50-50. Tomaten sehe ich jetzt, Rotkraut, viel geile Trüffelsoße. Wie mache ich das mit Ayran? Trinkt das jetzt einfach so? Das noch nie getrunken. Schmeckt ganz geil. Und es riecht auch so nach Trüffel. Das ist ein Trüffelgeruch. Oh, das schmeckt so geil. Also ich gebe diesem Döner eine 10 von 10. Was man merkt ist, dass sich da jemand Gedanken darüber gemacht hat, wie die einzelnen, nennt man das, Komponenten auf dem Döner zusammenpassen. 10 von 10. Ich würde auf jeden Fall wieder herkommen und abschmatzen. Wir haben jetzt bezahlt 7,90 € für die 200 Milliliter Cola Light und 37 € für den Adlon Döner Kebab. Dann liegen wir bei 44,90 €.
Yeah. So here you could see like this good food review of the most expensive döner of Germany. Maybe to give you a little bit of context, like how these clips are made. And it's not that we like download the VOD after the stream. It's more like in this clip, I was watching the stream, and during the stream I clipped like interesting moments already. So when the stream was over, there were like 20 interesting clips, 20 even. That's kind of a lot, because here we knew, okay, we're going to do a cool video, and then I just download all these 20 clips, and then I kind of edit them super fast. It's not like with special effects or something. It's just like a raw cut, and so it's about an hour time invest, I would say, to do a video like that. But maybe takes the most time or the subtitles. Yeah.
How do you find the situations that you want to cut in?
Just
You mean after the clips or?
After the stream's done and you doubled the VOD, and what do you remember about what happened?
Yeah. So a bit inspiration for these types of little stories that happen in streams is a bit on Germany. We have a big YouTube highlight channel that's called Ullrich Hugo and Sutter Hugo, and the editor of one of these channels, Sutter Hugo, and it's called It's Lowu, and he does his live editing of these highlight compilations on Twitch. So you can kind of watch it how he edits that, and he's kind of famous to build like out of Twitch clips like funny stories. And here is like a bit the idea in a video like this, just to have a lot of little points that happen. For example, what people like is like talking about the price. If they see something expensive, if they see something special. So you look in every clip for these little things, and you put them together.
That's exactly what happened here. Talking about a price, something is expensive. How many clicks did that video get?
I think we see it here. I don't see it so much. It has like 2.6 million views. The dating has around 5 million, and like this bottom one has like 800,000. And this approach, I found it really cool, because you don't have to download a whole VOD to make this kind of clips, but you just like take like the little interesting pieces out, and this also makes it more easy to edit because you don't have like hundreds hours of footage where you have to look for good stuff. If you already have like the highlights, then also the editing gets faster. So I think even with like 5 clips, you can build like stories like that. And here, like the examples are IRL clips, and it's kind of the thing that you are doing. But I think it also works like with just chatting or gaming, because also in these scenarios, you can kind of build these little stories that happen inside the stream. Yeah. And now the next thing, what you could do, you have seen Verena now was talking about the most expensive dinner in Germany. You can also start a little series out of it. So, for example, there is in Switzerland a dinner kebab that you can eat that costs around 100 Swiss francs. Then you have you had like the cheapest döner. You also have like the Aldi döner, because the company kind of made as an advertisement company one that they sold for €3, and then there was the UFO döner that was also something that kind of went viral. So what I kind of want to show here, if you have like something that works really well, you can try to build a series out of it. You can like build a bit your content around these stories, and that's something that like the people then also will remind you, you're this person that really likes to do this cool food tests. Yeah, I don't know if I have like all the videos.
Das ist der teuerste Döner Europas. Der kostet einfach 91 Schweizer Euro und den gibt's hier in Zürich bei Alverdes.
Ist das das? Das ist ja ultra der Luxusladen. Ihr bekommt jetzt einmal gezeigt, wie das Fleisch zubereitet wird.
Dann siehst du einmal die kompletten Zutaten für den Wagyu. Das ist einmal alles, was wir haben. Einmal das marmorierte schöne Fleisch vom Wagyu.
Oh mein Gott, wundervoll. Gott, wie isst man den denn jetzt? Mit Messer und Gabel, oder?
Es gibt die einen, die es mit Messer und Gabel essen, und es gibt die anderen, die es in die Hand nehmen. So wie es für dich am besten passt.
Guckt ihn euch an. Was sagt ihr dazu?
$91, Leute. 91. Wir werden als erstes das Fleisch testen. Einfach so. Alter, das brauchst du gar nicht kauen. Oh mein Gott, ist das krass. Okay. Aber Leute, ich kriege ihn nicht in den Mund. Das ist super fluffig. Guckt euch das mal an. Mega Mundgefühl, Leute. Ich brauche den gar nicht kauen, weil das Brot fluffig ist, das Fleisch ist, das geht direkt durch. Hammerfleisch ist da drauf. Man schmeckt einfach, dass es ultra gut marmoriert ist und das ist super hochwertig. Für jeden, der ein Freund ist von gutem Essen, würde ich es auf jeden Fall mal empfehlen, die ganze Erfahrung mitzunehmen und auch so ein Fleisch mal die Gelegenheit zu nutzen, das zu testen.
Okay, so we don't have probably to watch the other two. I will just skip through them. But what kind of what you see here, or what was the idea why we kind of made a series out of it? Because you can kind of build also a bit a brand around it. Brand is a super marketing word, but it's like the people then when they come, I think in your stream, they also write, so what is the next?
You're the K-pop tester from
Or what is the next that you're going to test, and they come up with new topics. So kind of you can use like stories like that to kind of to make your bit a bit what's the word, like a story around your channel or your like online character. So now we can speak a bit, that's also a bit marketing-ish, like about growth factors on social media. So like there's what helps you to bring a social media channel forward. Like the first thing we talked a bit are like these viral topics. So there's stuff that works really well. for you, how do you think find stuff like that you think it's really interesting?
For example, if there's a fair, or for example, so Gamescom. So every year the Gamescom is a very high topic, and you go to the Gamescom and you have a live stream, and okay, I shoot out our Gamescom clips on all the platforms, and upfront that those clips will have more clicks than your usual content that you're going to upload. So some things you just know, and sometimes you have to do a little bit of research on those platforms, what topics are hyped at the moment.
Yeah. And then the next point I kind of put in here is also like the timing thing. That's my personal thing, but if you had like something cool that happened in a stream and you have the chance to post it kind of fast after the stream, so maybe a day later or something, that is something that is probably for me it's better than having this clip like a month later, because otherwise a month later it's like there was something but if you're super fast, maybe even like direct to the stream, that will like even help like to bring engagement on your clips.
It's especially important if you have viral topics. For some of the Gamescom, you have to upload it on the same day, so 3 days after Gamescom, then it won't have so many clicks anymore.
Yeah. And then the next thing that is upon repetition and consistency, that we also mentioned a bit, and that's probably also the hardest thing to do. It's not enough that you post like once a month something on social media. If you really want to grow your channel, if you say, okay, I just want to do a little bit and be a little bit active, that's fine. But if you say, okay, I wanted to grow on this platform, then I think it's really important just to post a lot, and be active, and also like repetition and consistency. So I think there isn't even a limit how much you can post. So with like the presentation kind of come a bit to an end, or to a summary and kind of some key takeaways. So the first thing that you kind of have in mind, how do you want to create clips? How do you get like your community active to do clips? Do you do it on your own? Do you have somebody that helps you? You can figure this out first. Then you can kind of decide how you want to distribute the clips. Do you do it via Twitch, via the Twitch tools, and post it there? Do you want to download it and upload it manually? You want to use a tool like Streamladder? That's like the second part. And then the next point is what makes like a good micro vlog. This is a bit you have to be kind of get an eye for finding these cool little stories that happen in your stream, and that you can make like with 2 or 3 clips or even more, and kind of build these story that are super interesting for your follower. And then the next point is kind of a posting strategy. I'm not a fan like of making a schedule like post once in this frequency, just post when there lists something. But you can think of a bit of a goal, like how much you want to post, what you want to achieve. This is how I think of it. And that the last part is the execution, is repeating this and stay consistent. I think these, or do you have something to add that you think is super important?
Not at the moment. I'm excited for your questions.
So then we come to the last point, like the Q&A session. If someone of you have a question, or if you want to add something, feel free. Yes, Mike is.
Maybe you have a list of apps that I could use for like quick posting.
The one that you said is this Streamladder.
Streamladder. That's not an app on your phone. You can only use it on your desktop. Yeah.
Streamladder.
Streamladder, yeah.
Okay, thank you. Anything else? Like quick tips for like quick editing?
Well, quit editing. It used to be what is the TikTok ads CapCut, but now I think if you don't pay for it, they always have the CapCut.
Oh yeah, then
They don't. Instagram has now this new app. That's kind of CapCut from Instagram. I don't know the name.
Sorry?
It's called Edit. Okay. So, this and yeah, and otherwise from tools, for me it doesn't matter so much which tools, but I would say those are the most well known. Yeah.
All right. Well, I have another question. Is that okay? Thank you. So, regarding like VODs, so you download your VOD, for example, but it goes for like 2 or more hours. And I know there were like some funny clips, but it takes quite a lot of time to just like dig into that, especially if you're working like full time and stuff like that. Maybe you have any tips on that too? How to quickly find the best spots in your VODs?
Yeah, you wanna say?
From personal experience, honestly, it does require a little bit of setup up front. If you have a Stream Deck, it's easiest. Great. Well, you can actually set a stream marker. Whenever you think something funny happens, you can just click that button, go back into the VOD, highlight tool actually, and just scroll to that and cut out what you want. That's why I use it a lot, and it's really easy, especially with the Twitch tool for making the clips. Though I don't manually usually marker. It's a stream marker. Yeah, exactly. Very welcoming.
And you have also with if you
So, in the regards of the tools, I may throw in the one. I'm not affiliate, I'm not shilling it. I just love it. It's called Nexus. And the good thing about the tool is you don't have to, you can focus on your stream while you're streaming. And when your stream comes to an end, you get those email, hey, those are your top clips. And then you have like 10 clips, all rated with a number between 1 and 100. I think based on Tonality AI, and it works pretty well, and you can export with subtitles and so on. So in a nutshell, try on Nexus clips. It really helped me a lot. It's the same like Opus clips for YouTubers, but this one is for streamers.
Yeah, I think there are more questions. You have it already. Oh, sorry. I'm sorry.
Yeah. So, hi. The funny thing is, I had the first panel in this room, so I said like a few hours ago. But thing is, I think shorts, reels, TikToks, however you want to call them, are like pretty cool because I work with a lot of Let's Players. I mean, I know Let's Plays aren't like a thing anymore, really, but like all of them had a phase where they all pivoted to live streaming and thought, wow, I have like 400 viewers. I am now going viral and it will I will be viral forever. And then it turned out that they weren't viral forever, and then neither had a Twitch audience to go back to, nor a YouTube audience to go back to. But they had this gigantic backlog of a lot of YouTube videos and a lot of streams. And when I told them, yo, just do shorts, and they said, no, I don't have shorts content, and went like every conversation with them is the same. But when we tested it, they had like 600,000 views per short. And I was like, why isn't everybody doing that? It's really confusing to me.
Yeah, I think it was absolutely the same for us. If I like this, actually the thing with this Ballerman clip that I showed from the beginning, I sent it to you like right after the stream was over. And I was just thinking it's for us, it's a funny thing. And then you uploaded it, and then it kind of, so many people reached it. So I think it's like, on a social media perspective, now is like the time just to do a lot of clips and upload them. Yeah.
Hello. Sorry. Throughout this conversation, you've mainly been talking about how to squish as much content in as like not that many seconds. But as someone whose streams are very like chaotic and stuff, that can be very difficult for me to organize that. So to make clips and then just say like, oh, have that, it would make people miss a lot of content. Is why I really want to like start making actual YouTube videos. The only problem I walk into is that I've got streams that last from 2 to 5 hours, and I would have to download that font, and I can't find a beginning or an end on what is important and what is unnecessary to add in. Like, do you have any tips to like regulate that?
So to make like from one long stream, one YouTube video, or
Yeah, to like take the most important things and like find all the that cares for like beginner streamers and YouTubers and content creators.
yeah, it's a hard question. I think, you can look at it like this. Like if you have like moments that are funny for itself, you can just take them as a whole and don't edit like as much in it. So you have like one clip that is like one moment that just goes like maybe for 20 seconds. For example, the clip that Verena fell with skiing. There she just fell and was a bit funny. So there it's probably not about squeezing Edgemos in, because that could be also good. And for a longer video, I would think like of a topic of the video, like what would be the title of the video, and what would be in it. So if you have like this to give you like a structure, maybe that can help.
Okay, thank you.
Hi. First of all, thank you so much for this panel. That was really great. I do have two questions on the social media side of things. I noticed that all your videos are in the sort of square format rather than going full 9:16. Is there a specific reason you chose that sort of format, or did you have any success with that rather than going full screen?
Yeah, it's a really good question. I ask that myself also often. Should I do it like this or not? I think it's just really hard from a stream that is filmed wide angle to cut out just like a full vertical video. So that's like the main reason, I think, because I'm doing like this squared thing. Yeah, that's the thing. Sometimes it works really good with just vertical. From like the technical point of view, is it good for the algorithm? Algorithm like it people more? I can't say it. I can't give like a good answer. Should you do that or not? So there isn't like, I also didn't make up my mind of if this is a perfect thing. Yeah, I just did it like this. Yeah.
Thank you. I have a second question. So, I saw that you had a couple of videos going viral. I had quite a bit of success with that as well, but I noticed that it's really hard for people to actually stick and follow your channel. So how do you go about this? Do you have like an end card linking to the Twitch channel, or like do you put your call to action in the description? Is there anything you do to sort of encourage users to subscribe?
What I do, then I upload the videos. I just type in the description Twitch, Verena, just my name, and that works well so far. So, and as you have seen on one of the clips on Streamletter, you can add the small sign with this Twitch sign and my name next to it, so that as much people get the information that this is a live streamed on Twitch. Yeah, and I have my native bio and on Instagram, and I could not think of any one of things that you can do to bring those persons to Twitch.
I have a question for that. And like after a video kind of got a good reach or goes viral, did you like notice it on Twitch?
Yes, but not for all of them. For some.
Thank you.
Thank you. Yeah, we've been talking a lot about what we should do. I have not started the whole short strategy yet on forming that. But what are things that we should not do? What is something that we should definitely watch out for? What are the pitfalls?
I think that's a really, really good pun because we didn't put on this because if you're on Twitch, you're kind of used to have like a good community feeling. People are nice. It's a good atmosphere. And I would say on all the short form content platform, it gets wet really fast, way more toxic. People, they kind of just being assholes. And that's also something for us, I would say, what we didn't figure out because some stuff that you can do and you shouldn't. It's I think rage baiting. It's a very good example for that. Die Schweizer Euro. Yeah, we did it like in the beginning. It's like with you trigger people on purpose. Then they comment it because they're angry, and it pushes the algorithm really up. And at first you think, oh, it's cool because you get a really good reach, but in the end you just get like thousands of people that hate on you. Even we did it like in a super funny way, and people still were super angry because you saw the video when Verena was in Switzerland eating the most expensive döner from Europe, and in Switzerland with the currency is called Schweizer Franken, and in Germany the currency is euro. And sometimes Swiss people, they're super sensitive, and Verena said, yeah, the döner cost 69 Swiss euros. So there's a currency that doesn't exist. And we did it on purpose to see what would happen. And we even had like two versions, one version where she said it right and one version with the trigger, and we uploaded it with that, and it didn't stock. And so the people were so angry, even after months. Verena wrote me a bullet. They're still angry about it. And then, as it didn't stop, I think you turned off the comments, and then they went to other videos. Were still angry about that. So to answer your question, my advice, what you shouldn't do is like to do like this rage bait thing. Yeah, that's.
Did it work though?
Well, but that's the end. What's the goal? Is the goal a lot of clicks, or is the goal that we get seen and bring new people to your channel? So that's the thing. Of course, if your goal is like to make as many clicks as possible, then you could go this route. Yeah.
Hi, so yeah, I'm very new to starting to essentially upload some extra clips and content specifically to what I'm working with, slightly on stream, slightly off of stream. One thing that creatively often blocks me from uploading things, especially in a regular content way, is being very perfectionist about what I'm making. So I was wondering what your guys' insight was, balancing between quantity and quality of how often you're uploading, and then how much effort you're putting into like, I want it to be presented in this way, I want it to look this way, but how often do you know, actually, I just need to get something out there from what I've done. I'm going to upload this as is, starting off, and then over time, like, is it a case of just reflecting on what you've made and then slowly navigating the direction that feels right for that? I just wondered what your insight might be on that.
Do you want to?
And I think that's also that you mentioned on the slides. Don't be so don't be so professional. What did you say? How did you call it?
80-20 over. Yeah. Perfect. Yeah. Quality balance between quality and quantity. So what I think, if you have a clip that's good itself, then I also think it doesn't need any editing. But for these editing videos, my rule of thumb is like an hour. That I think it's a good thing to invest, because also now of course we are on stage and we showed you the videos that get like millions of views, but I would say like 10%, 20% of the videos have this effect that the other videos are like normal, so they don't go all viral. So I think if you invest like an hour and then it didn't work out perfect, that's like my rule of thumb. I think we can have like one last question. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm also kind of struggling with that because I'm a perfectionist to my own detriment. And I know in the end nobody's gonna know the difference. But you know, I'll get stuck on that as well. But my question actually was, what do these guys see any difference between like funny content or educational, or not necessarily schools or whatever, but just something that teaches you something, right? Is there a clear trend towards either or? I don't know, because funny stuff, obviously, it's a really slippery slope. I think it could be an inside joke, nobody could get it, or it could be just really funny for everybody. Whereas I think maybe educational content could be good for more people. I have no idea. Like, what do you guys think?
So I have 2 TikTok accounts. One is about my IRL streamings, and it's like of funny things and adventures and stuff. And the other TikTok account is educational content about IRL streaming. And I see a difference in clicks, though the educational content is not clicked that much, but I get more comments on it. So the people are very like, oh, thank you so much for the videos, it was very educational. And on the other account, on the Twitch High Night IRL account, I get more clicks but less engagement. That's what I have seen.
Okay, so it's just what you're looking for. You have to basically make a choice and expect what you're...
Now you have to make a choice, but at the end it's about what do you want to show to the world. So do you want to educate them? Do you want to have some funny clicks on that? What do you enjoy the most?
That is the question.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
Yeah. Also from my side and where I'm like coming from, I think a lot of people think like good social media is equal funny. And I personally think that's one of the biggest misconceptions of social media because, as you mentioned, I think educational content can work as well. And also for me, I started like 2 or 3 months ago, like doing long form YouTube videos that are like super only educational content for me. It really brings so many new people to my channel, and even like I would say like cool people. I really, since I'm like a small streamer, I really can feel and like they say, oh, I come from YouTube to your channel, and these are like cool people. So yeah, what I think would say Verena said it perfect. It's up to you. Yeah, I think. Sorry. I think we are at the end of our panel. Thank you all for coming. Thank you for sticking by. We will be around here and yeah, answer some questions. Thanks a lot for your time and hope you can take something from the session. Thanks a lot. Ines.
Okay, claps. Jetzt sind wir back. Habt ihr noch Fragen, Leute? Ja, ich habe auch das Gefühl, am Anfang habe ich mich auch ein bisschen lost gefühlt, aber dann mit der Zeit bin ich mehr reingekommen.